People are trying to label him as a pedophile, and I just don't believe it.
You know, what somebody was 40 years ago is not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about what they are today.
I think the real question for conservative evangelicals is there any single thing a conservative Republican candidate could do that would make you not vote for him?
It's a Sunday, and in Alabama on Sundays, people go to church. So we're here to find out how evangelical Christians feel about Roy Moore. He's running for the Senate as their champion, but do they still support him after the allegations of sexual misconduct? Let's find out. Good morning.
Good morning. From my standpoint, there's moral issues on either side. What Roy Moore has been accused of many years ago, and then what the other side stands for today, which many of those things I consider immoral.
Like?
Well, abortion, gay marriage. I don't think anybody would be surprised to find out that Christians are opposed to those things.
So abortion is immoral, you think? But,
oh, absolutely.
But you don't think sexual misconduct and sexual assault is also immoral?
Well, I do. I do. But again, these are accusations. They're very old. People change over time. And what Roy Moore is today is what I'm concerned about versus what his opponent is today.
Why now? Why 1 month before an election for senator?
You're quite skeptical about these allegations, but would you change your mind, would you change your support for Roy Moore if they turned out to be true?
If they turned out to be true, I would have to actually see proof, right? How are you going to do that? I think the timing is everything. I think 40 years ago, he may have dated a teenager, I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. My father-in-law married a 17-year-old, he was 30. They were married 50 years. I think people are trying to label him as a pedophile, and that word is trying to spread like wildfire.
Roy Moore's reputation as a crusader for traditional values has won him a loyal following here in the Bible Belt. But the allegations of sexual misconduct have had an impact, and there are plenty in Alabama who say he's not their kind of Christian.
If Roy Moore gets elected, it'll make me feel the same way as when Donald Trump was elected. I'll be surprised, I'll be discouraged, but I'll pray that God somehow works to do justice through that candidate in ways that I don't actually expect. I think the real question for conservative evangelicals is there any single thing a conservative Republican candidate could do that would make you not vote for him? You'll support anyone who's done anything if they'll just make you certain promises on abortion or something else that they don't even follow through on. I think that's having a devastating effect on the credibility of the church, even here in the Deep South.
Roy Moore makes my job harder because I'm trying to reach people who think that Christianity is a hateful, bigoted religion.
Is this race hard for you?
You know, this is a battle for the soul of the country, and I believe right now the battle line is in Alabama. This is what spiritual warfare really means. You know, it's whether we're going to follow a belief that wraps itself in Christianity and hurts people, or whether we're actually going to do what Jesus called us to do. So to me, these are the front lines.